put these parts, these brass parts, in some hot water with some dish soap to clean the rest of that citrus strip gel shit off. Because they were pretty gummy, even with me washing them really good. I just couldn't get all the crevices, and so I just the hottest water I could get and soap, let it soak, and cleaner now. Ooh, that might pop out. That might pop out. You see that one? Let me try that again. Ooh, got the pin out. That's nasty. That means they bumped out just enough for that to free up. That's good news. Look at that. Looks like it's got ears. It's like pulling teeth. I just gotta figure out how to get this crap off the top. Alright, one thing I want to mention is this is not paint like I thought it was. I guess it's been bead blasted and it looks like paint, but it's not. Thanks to T. Cruz or Chris for figuring that out. So I gotta figure out how to get this black dark crap off the top of the neck. And the reason why I was able to tell was that little experiment where I put the brass or the aluminum black on this piece and it took to it, even though I thought it was painted. If it was painted, you wouldn't have seen it. So, props to Chris. Alright, I'm going to see what a wire wheel is going to do to this dark area. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's paint. I don't know if it's char. I don't know if it's some other stuff. I have no idea. But it's on there, and it's got to come off because it's kind of like a reverse of what we want. We want the bottom half to be dark and the top half to be like a brass, shiny, newer looking. Okay, it appears to be working. There's still some discoloration, but it's going to be salvageable. It's just going to take a lot of work to get that crap off, but it's totally doable. You can see here I've been through, and then there's the line where I haven't, or you could look at the top versus the bottom here. How different that looks. well, it's shiny now. Alright, so this was surprisingly difficult to get clean, but it's clean now. It's actually, I'd say, too clean. And we definitely need to darken up the bottom here. So that's what I'm going to start off with, is I'm going to put some aluminum black on the bottom to make that look more accurate to the Obi-Wan saber. And then I'm going to need to age this brass, and I'm going to do that with ammonia fumes. I'll do it after the aluminum black. So also I need to darken up the wind vane, because it's that, not bright brass, but it's brassy color. It's that bead blasted brass look. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do now. First things first, let's give it a quick little rub down. Always works better this way. Ready to party. That's wonderful on the ears. Alright, well, now I just gotta deal with the frag body. Gotta wire wheel that whole thing and then glue it. So, but it's looking pretty good. Alright, this turned out pretty well, the neck. Pretty happy with how that came out. I am going to still do ammonia fumes on this, and it takes a while. It just takes a while for those fumes to build up. So while I'm waiting for those fumes to go, I'm gonna wire wheel the whole frag body like I always do, and then start applying the bluing and stuff like that. This is the third really craggy, pitted frag body I've had to deal with, and I can tell you from experience that the little pits, and they are very difficult to deal with when you put the bluing on it. Will kind of sit in those things, and then they turn white, and you really got to spend a lot of time on getting all that stuff off, and it doesn't even show up all of it at the same time. So it's like you got to come back to it a day or two later just to get all those things, because it'll turn white on you a little bit later on. So this is going to be a multi-day process to deal with this, just because that bluing has got to cure, and it's got to do its thing, and then I can go back and get all that white crap off. I really, really hate the smell of ammonia, so this is my least favorite part. Anytime I gotta get out ammonia, it's like, ugh, jeez. just smells like cat piss. It's awful. Okay. Double duty for the saran wrap. Keeps the smell in, so you don't have to smell it, but also traps the fumes so they build up and actually work. Otherwise, it just doesn't do a thing. Number 2. Frag body is tougher. It's got all those pits and it chews up my wire wheels much, much faster. Yeah. I almost got that done, that part anyway. Still got to do the inside and the threads, so I'll have to switch to a different one. That fast. That was pretty quick, right? Let's keep going. Ooh. Damn. All right. Got myself with the wire wheel there. Ugh. All right, no time like the present to do the bluing. Let's just move this somewhere else because it stinks and I don't want to get it on me. I need bluing. Where's the blue? Oof, running low, running so low. Jeez. It's gonna come off. Oh my gosh. Good thing they put those paper gaskets in there, because those are useful. Good job. All right. Okay. Okay, so you see those little white areas down the pits? Some there. They're all around. Getting in there to get the excess bluing solution out is difficult. Usually I can just polish that stuff off because it sits on the surface. I mean, it's on the surface, but it's down in there. And so getting it is tricky. So, like for instance, I could rub on this, and some of it'll come off, and some of it will not. But you can see in here there's a fair amount, and it rubs off, but you gotta like stick your fingernails into it, and it's just kind of a pain in the rear. But anyways, that's what I gotta do next, is just polish it up with the steel wool and hope I can get it all off. Okay, that is round one complete. Time for round two. Looks pretty good. Still got some water sitting on it, but that's okay. It's clean. It's ready to go. Yeah, let's start round two. Okay, here we are, final polish. That's all the bluing it's going to get. Now we just got to hose it down with some barricade. Okay, let's see where we are with this. Hold your breath. Well, that looks pretty dull down. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Okay. Looks pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Yeah. Nice. Now we just gotta wait for that barricade to set up, and it's all done. Pour is essentially done. All right, it's done. It's sitting right below me here. Grab it. Still dripping with oil, but it looks like most of it kind of got soaked up. So I'm gonna give it a little wipe down, and then we're gonna put it together, and 4's done. That's the tale of 4 Hales, all complete here. I have more projects coming. I have a pile of them, literally piles of them. So all these boxes are filled with projects, and that's not 6 projects. There's more than one in each of those, and that's not even all of them. There's more upstairs, and then there's all the model kits, and yeah, I have lots of stuff. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do next. I got a pretty good idea, but it's going to be a surprise. So stay tuned. Check out the blog, propchopshop.com. Also, I want to thank Ian for sending me all these projects, all these Hales and the booster. They've been a lot of fun to work on. I've learned a lot. You know, like I've done a lot of this stuff before, but like each one of these grenades is different. They have different problems every single time. So you just kind of figure out new methods, and you know, I'll ask the community like, hey, what do you think? You know, and some of the guys will chat and let me know. So, anyways, if you haven't checked it out, propchopshop.com. I know it's a little tongue twister there. All right, here it is. There we go. There we go. That's number 4. All done. Let's get a family photo. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a cool shot. 4 Hales and a booster. All done.